and I don't have issues.
Hopefully, because this is a little test for something coming up.
Right. I mean, it's holding pretty solid now, so we'll see if that continues. Because I'm kind of really wondering if that's like what the issue was, but since we upgraded last time, it should be good. What's going on, everybody? Welcome.
Razzle dazzle, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. Yo, Tesla's up 1% today. Let's go.
It just like had a little mini blast off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ford's up 1%. AMC's up 0.5%. Everything else is just straight in the trash.
Yeah.
Ooh, Li Auto's down 3.3%. That hurts.
Good time to buy.
Right. Same thing with XPeng.
Yeah, all the Chinese stuff's probably going to be down more. I looked at like BIDU and it's down like 10 cents down. Baba was all like they're all down like 3%.
Right. Yeah, that's unfortunate because I mean obviously all that's going to take place with the Evergrande, whatever you guys want to call it. I was watching Meet Kevin the other day, and they were talking about it, and they had it was during the POW meeting, the Fed meeting the other day, and one of the people they were asking Jerome a bunch of questions, and one of the ladies was like, "Oh yeah," or it was some dude was like, "Yeah, with the Evergrande situation, how does this play?" And then Kevin just lost it. He started laughing. And he was like, "Oh, look, we got an Everventi, from Starbucks because the sizes are Venti, Grande, right." And yeah, they started making Starbucks jokes and classic, man, classic. What's going on, Rich? How you doing? Richard and Joanne, what up, Sock Dudes and Joanne? I love it.
How's Joanne doing anyway? Right. I haven't looked at that.
Oh yeah. Let's find out. That was probably a bad. It's down to $11. I think it was up to 12, 14.
It started going up.
Yeah. So it's if you'd bought down to $9, you're sitting pretty good right now. But
yeah. I mean, if we go into straight lockdowns again, which I don't think is going to happen, then it's going to blast off. But
right. What's going on, Coyote? Getting tired of these Chinese stocks. I wish I never bought. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks sometimes, but for me, it's like I think NIO is still a solid company. It's just like Jeff Bezos said years ago, it doesn't reflect the company. So the stock price is not reflecting what they're doing. So
yep, it's all just because China right now.
But then again, we cannot kid ourselves. NIO has been complete trash this entire year. So obviously at the start of the year it's completely blasting off, but we can't kid ourselves that it hasn't made anybody any money this year. So
yeah, if you look at the year to date, I think it's down, but over the past 1 year in total, I think it's up last I looked, it was up almost 100%.
Right. So
just this year, though, it's been terrible.
Yes,
but
year to date, it's been terrible. Yeah. Unless you've been swing trading this thing, you're not making anything out of it.
Yeah, but you look at Tesla, and last I looked, it was only up 1% year to date. Yeah. So, just EVs this year, it's so far it hasn't been their year. Last year was real good. Taking a little siesta this year.
Hopefully. What up, awesome?
Hopefully
how you doing? Phil, welcome from the UK. Oh, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Bought 161 more shares at $35.50. Listen, I think that's fantastic. I bought some more the other day as well. I thought about buying more this morning, but I never pulled the trigger.
Squad is back. You're back, dude.
Yeah.
You're always.
Quit swinging at me, dude.
You always show up, man.
Yeah.
Quit scooping at me.
Baba's got almost all Chinese stocks have been trashed. It kind of sucks because a lot of these companies are just like caught in the crossfire between the US and China tensions. So it's not really fair to them, but it is what it is. There's not a whole lot we can do about it. And that's why I personally don't own anything other than NIO. Like I don't want to put any more money into China than what I'm willing to risk. So I'm happy with NIO. I do think it's going to be a fantastic stock in the next 3 to 5 years. If not sooner. I still think 2022 is going to be a massive year for NIO.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, this just gives you more time to buy in cheaper until all this China crap blows over and then hopefully blast off.
Right.
Yeah, the only ones I'm holding Chinese-wise is NIO and BYD. I have been trading some XPeng, but I haven't done that in I don't even know, a week or two.
Right.
I've been trading other things, but yeah, the only things long term is BYD and NIO, and BYD out here killing it. If you look at their chart, like year to date or something, compared to anybody else, they just don't get beat
I'm
up.
gonna pull that up on Google because
yeah, that's the best way to do it. They don't get beat up like NIO. And I mean, I've been talking about them, but yeah, they've been straight killing it with their deliveries and everything.
I haven't been talking about them a whole lot. Just so you guys are aware as well. So me and Chad have actually decided, we're obviously still doing stock, dudes. The reason there hasn't been any videos the last 2 days is because my work schedule is extremely weird. And so it makes it really hard for us to do videos. It's borderline insane. Like for us to do videos like on my days that I work, it's really, really difficult. So we both have our own channels. He has his own channel, Chad Sheridan, and then I have mine, which is Stock Mike. So if you guys want to go follow those, we post videos on there daily. That just keeps, it allows us to update you guys daily, and it just like allows us to not create stress between us and like cause havoc, and it's just things a million times easier. So we post daily on those channels on like almost daily, and then when the days I don't work, we'll post on this channel and those channels. So just kind of a heads up there. Just wanted to make you guys aware of that. But BYDDF, is it?
It doesn't really matter. BYDDY is what I'm in, but
buddy. Okay.
Yeah. You look
so
year to date.
So year to date, it's up 10%, I should say. So let's go ahead and look up NIO, because this is what I don't. So I kind of talked about this a little bit in my video this morning. Is like, I'm not gonna kid you guys. NIO, look at this. NIO's down 33%.
Yeah, and you even compare that to XPeng. XPeng, I think, is down half of that. Just NIO gets beat up. It gets more attention, so it gets beat up.
And I think that's the reason it's down so much is because
2%.
How much attention.
Oh, there you go, 18%. Yeah, I mean, to me, that's exactly the reason.
Right. But yeah, so I'm really hoping like things turn around for NIO towards the end of this year. We start to get some kind of run up. I would love to see it similar to last year where it had the massive run up, but I don't think it's going to get that high. But fundamentally, what gets me going with NIO is the fundamentals behind it. They are doing, they just announced today that they're buying more shares back from NIO China, which is huge. Like that's big. Like,
yeah, they have like
really
92% of it now.
Yeah. So they're almost eliminating that debt. But people see it as spending money and losing money. So when they do their quarterly earnings and they report that, like, people are like, oh, they're losing money or they're not making as much money. No, they use some of that money to pay off their debts. So to me, I think it's a fantastic thing.
Richard said he likes the live chats. I think that's when we first saw you in our videos, was in the live chats. I don't know if you ever prefer live chats. Like the video. Yeah, everyone liked the video.
That helps push it.
Live
we're trying to build this thing back up since YouTube kind of screwed us back in August. So we're trying to build the channel back up, get more people back in here like we used to have, and just, build a community. Yeah. Did you guys know that Mike has hair under the hat? I do. Right. I have hair under the hat, and I have hair on my face and on my body, all over the place. Look, here, I'll even take it off for you. Okay, ready? Just for you. Look at that.
Little sneak peek.
Luscious locks, baby. Luscious locks. Just for you guys. Too much info? I'm sorry. That's all right.
Let's see. I'm sure we missed some stuff.
Nice wig. He caught me in 4K. So how have you guys been doing? You guys been trading anything? What have you guys been doing? You guys buying any more shares today? Bob, I see you there as well.
Yeah. Welcome, Bob.
Note that they did not give reduced guidance on September deliveries. This is on Friday. Do they do 8,600 plus for the fourth quarter? Same with the fourth quarter guidance will be below. I completely stumbled that. But actually, keep that in mind, Richard. They actually did reduce their guidance on September 1st. NIO pulled back their estimated deliveries September 1st by 500 to 1,500, which is the same what Li Auto did. But with the guidance that they have now is still set for record quarters, but they have to deliver the record quarter.
Yeah, maybe I'm a little more pessimistic with that stuff, but at least when I did the calculations, they pretty much had to do almost 10,000 deliveries every month the rest of this year, and I don't see them doing anywhere close to 10,000 or 8,000 deliveries this month. Unless I've been saying it, a little disclaimer here, a little CYA, cover your ass, I guess, is
Ooh, that's good.
I am good. I am wondering, the last 2 months, they had other shortages, not just chips. They did say the chips affected them, but also they had, the suspension parts 2 months ago, and then the interior pillar panels this last month. I'm curious, we'll see this month if they don't have any other supply issues besides chips, how much the chip stuff is actually affecting them. Like the last 2 months, were their deliveries so low mainly because of the other shortages or mainly because chips? Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if they do really good deliveries, then obviously the chips are hurting them, but it's not hurting them nearly as much as the other shortages that they had the last 2 months. So, it could be good, but, they did say the chips are affecting them. So we'll see.
Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt. What gets me excited, though, for NIO is we reported that article a week or two ago over here on the channel about, again, they didn't say the name, but everything fit the shoes of NIO.
Yeah, it's NIO.
If that's true, they said they had what, like 90-some hundred pre-orders or something? What was the number?
There was over 8,800.
Right.
Last month.
So
sales last month.
Potentially 2,000 cars that didn't get delivered last month because the chip shortage or the chip problem.
3,000.
Yeah,
really.
if not more. So I'm wondering if that will carry over into September.
Yeah, that was another.
They get more. No, it's exciting.
That was another thing that I questioned was. I think someone brought it up in the comments on our channel, like when this happened, was just because of the pillar panels, they were missing. Did that mean they have to completely shut down production, or did they still produce those cars and then just put them off to the side in some big parking lot or something, and they have like 3,000 cars that are just ready to go? They're just missing that part because that would add a lot of the deliveries. So this month could go so many different ways. But I'm gonna stay a little conservative still.
But like you're saying, Richard, the NIO Norway, the cars in Norway, they got what, 1 day to deliver or give,
Yeah, it's 1 day. So how many they're gonna deliver?
Maybe they already have 300 over there. I don't know how many. There was an article. Let me see if this article did the article say. Do you know? There was an article on
how many they. No, it didn't say how many they shipped.
Okay, so the first,
but it's still only 1 day,
right?
So.
But I guess you're not going to sell 300 of them in 1 day. Right. But like, if there was 200 cars that went over and 200 of them are like off the lot that day, does that 200 get?
But it's still only 200 though. It's like it's not that much.
That could make or break between 6,900 and 7,100. So,
Richard, you are correct.
But I think it's exciting stuff from NIO. I do think they are fundamentally a strong company, and people just look at the price. People look at it way too much daily, and they get scared. And then there's like this company stock, this trash. Like, yes, they are getting beat up between the tensions with U.S. and China, but I still think NIO's going to be a $100 company next year, or I should say, $100 share price next year. 100% believe that.
$100 company. Well, I'm out.
Right. Let me scroll up here a little bit because there's a bunch of y'all are talking super quick.
Got in on more NIO today. Dropped my dollar cost average to what? $2. What are you talking about?
Drop my dollar cost average down to $2.
Oh, down to you lowered your I understand now.
Wait, what?
I was so confused. Yeah, so that's awesome. Lowering your cost basis by $2. That's fantastic.
Needed 8,600 in September and about 30,000 for quarter 4. I believe they have the collected chips.
Right.
Yeah. So my biggest concern is seeing how well they do in quarter 4. As hopefully things start to get better in Malaysia and
Right. And one other little thing before I forget, while we're on that topic, is if the other shortages, the pillar panels and stuff was affecting them more than the chips, then they could have a little decent stockpile of chips right now because they, delivered not very many cars last month. So like I said, so many different things that we don't really have answers for. So it could go, 10, it could be another 6,000 months, or they could just blow it away with 8,000 something. So It's really hard to say.
Richard Dyke from Kent in the sunny UK. Welcome from overseas. Long on NIO, but I wish I could avoid seeing its price for 3 years. Yeah, I think that's most people just need to turn their head and just look away. Look at Tesla. Tesla took 8 years to take off, and now look at it. Right. They've split their shares once already. So,
Sage, do you have any charge point? What's your take on it?
I personally do not own charge point.
I've talked about it before. I think it's gonna be good long term, but I don't know if it's gonna move much lately. I honestly haven't looked in the last month, but when I was following it more closely, it was just always just going down. Sometimes it would spike. I have traded it, but I haven't. I got in on because I wanted to hold it long term because I think it's going to be good long term, but then it just kept going down. It had a nice spike, and then I just took my profits and yeah. But I think it would be good long term, but we both don't have any right now. Let's see. I don't see any reason to panic. NIO, XPeng, Lee, all in good shape. Yeah, company wise, they're doing everything right. So I think once everyone stops panicking and more news places start writing good things about them instead of just trashing them because they're Chinese, then everyone's going to be jumping in like crazy. And that's when we just go to the moon.
So Artisan said battery as a service reoccurring revenue is going to be insanely high in 5 years and compounding every year after. NIO is an excellent long-term hold. And that's and I think that's still even just like what gets me excited about NIO is the battery as a service, because I think that's exactly what was needed in the EV industry. So
yeah,
I do not think you're wrong there. Danny Poole, what's going on? Hopefully with the shortage last month, they had kind of sitting on the side. That's what you were just saying, right? About them sitting some chips on the side and some cars. But yeah, hopefully that does affect the numbers. I'm kind of hoping NIO just blows it out of the water and catches everybody off guard, because I think they know
it would be nice.
How disappointed a lot of people were. So
yeah. I mean, I saw it in the comments and everything after their last month deliveries, how just people were just pissed pretty much. And like they just like lost all hope in NIO, and it's like if they do that again, like it's not going to be good.
Not at all.
Like people are going to really just panic even more than they already were. So yeah.
But I did see an article that Norway is going to be going sounds like they're banning all gas cars by 2025, and it sounds like at this rate they could be done like sometime next year, 2022. Wait, we're in 2021.
Who was that?
I saw an article. I think it was on Twitter. There was some guy on Twitter who posted an article about it. Basically, how
what country? I missed that part.
Norway.
Norway. Yeah, that's been 2025 has been a known thing.
But they were saying that the rate they're going, it sounds like they could have almost 100% by mid 2022. So
yeah.
We'll find out.
There was a guy in our comments. This was months ago. He was saying how much gas is in Norway, and it's like, yeah, that's how they're gonna, kind of make everyone switch over. Is
squeeze you out of it.
Fuel vehicles unaffordable. So.
Right. Saint, what's going on? DD is undervalued. So undervalued. DD's a risk, man. That's a risk I'm not willing to take.
Yeah.
If you want it, have it. But, yeah, not for me. Norway cars are pre-sold, so counted as delivery on September 30th. Rich, that's a good question. That is a good question. I don't know if they're going to pre-count those sold, or you would think that they may.
I would think they would have to actually be sold to be count as, delivered to be count as delivered, but that's just heard NIO is also offering MAS massage as a service. I just do that while
sign me up, dude.
The battery swap is going on.
Get your own masseuse in your car, dude. Just working it as you drive, man. Easy. NIO reminds me of when Toyota first came to the U.S. People hated them, but eventually their quality outshined everyone, and that's that's something. Yeah, they're one of the top selling car. I think they've been the top selling car for the last 10 years. The Toyota Camry. Yeah. Yep. And I think the thing with NIO is that it's Chinese. So We'll see how well that takes. I know. I know William Lee's watching right now. I know he's watching.
He's in our chat for sure.
Yeah, I've seen him in the comments a couple times. Like, just listen. If you wanted to send a car over here for give us 6 months to just review it and drive it around, like,
all right,
easy peasy, done.
Easy marketing right there.
Right.
So where is this? Islam Explained. In Fidelity, this isn't going to be probably the exact date, but it'll give you a round date. Is November 15th is their next earnings. It's usually, nothing has been released yet, so it could be, plus or minus a couple days. So,
right.
But it'll be around there.
Danny, I'm kind of the same way. He says, I kind of wishing I took profits at 55. I think everyone's the same way, but nobody expected it to just fall off again either. So it clearly showed us that we can get back up there. So it's just a matter of time, honestly. But yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, if I knew it was going to fall back, I would have sold out everything as well. Took my profits and ran and then bought back in. But hi guys, just got on. What did I miss? Not a whole lot. We're just talking about NIO. Talking about a lot of things that are up. Sofi, man. Sofi just keeps going, dude.
Yeah.
I'm in love with that stock right now. But yeah, we're talking about the red, pretty much a lot of things in the market are red. You got the Evergrande thing going on. So we'll see if they get some kind of announcement today on what they're going to do. I thought they were going to give them like a 30-day grace period is the last thing I heard. So, shocker. So that just kicks the can down the road.
Right.
And
then when that doesn't happen, the market will go down even more. And
between that and the freaking debt ceiling, like, we could be in a world of hurt if this stuff doesn't get fixed. So be prepared for that. Send all your money over to the financial sector. Let's see here. I did see some comments that NIO obtained secondary chips also, since many of the chips are non-smart chips, and since NIO owns the used car business too, they could take rudimentary chips from cars. I mean, that would be, if they could do that, that would totally help their position. But that would be dope. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not quite sure on how well that would play out, but it'd be cool. Yo, what up, Robbie Stonks?
Robbie in the house.
Let's see here. I'm still catching up.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Saw the NIO ET7 was designated second most aerodynamic EV, tied with the Plaid. Yes, so that article was actually on CNEV as well, where didn't they say it's like the same aerodynamics of the ET7?
Yeah,
the
Plaid. It has the same drag coefficient of the Plaid Plus.
Right here, yep. God, that thing is just sweet looking. It looks a lot like the Honda Accord. I think it looks.
The rims really make it look like it. But yeah.
NIO using its funds to buy back government stocks, and NIO gave the government. Yeah, exactly, David. And I talked a little bit about it on my channel this morning. I know Chad's going to talk about it a little bit on his channel as well. But yeah, they're getting back some of that debt, man. The NIO China bailed them out by giving them a bunch of money, so now they're buying it back. Buying back a lot of those shares, and I think they own like 92% now. So
yeah, which is that's nice. You want to own most of your company.
You want to own all of your company.
Well, if it's traded publicly, you don't. So
but
you want to be the majority holder. David, I'm waiting for it.
It was on the internet, right.
David, the anticipation's killing me. If it's a link, it probably won't send. If I'm assuming you're trying to send a link. NIO is the only car that you can get upgrade on processors, battery, software. Yeah, I mean, even just the batteries alone is awesome.
Right.
You get the new tech without having to get a whole new car. Pretty awesome. By buying
you would think so, Rich.
Shouldn't that boost the numbers?
You think it would?
Yeah,
Honestly.
but
Like,
not.
that's great news, but
Maybe that's why they're only down 1.6% instead of 3% like all the
Right.
other guys.
and I think obviously it doesn't help with the Evergrande thing. That's obviously why a lot of the Chinese stocks are down and
Right.
a lot of the market is down. But yeah, so like that would like on a normal day, I think that would help run the stock up.
Yeah.
It doesn't say on the internet that. Well, Robbie, this is what we're talking about here. Sorry, go ahead.
What?
I'm just gonna right here. So NIO's buying back more NIO China equity from strategic investors. So it's down here that they were going to buy 1.48% of the shares from a minority strategic investor who invested in NIO China back in April for whatever this equates to in.
Yeah, I think it's like 300 and some US dollars million.
I didn't realize it was that much.
Let me see. I think I still have the notes. 386.4 million. NIO should partner with Ford in the US to ease in the US market. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with that. It would definitely help the whole China image as well if a US company is backing them. Definitely wouldn't hurt.
Right. But real quick too, let me know if you guys buying any other things other than NIO today. Like, look, freaking Sofi.
I bought. Let's see what I bought today.
Over the last 5 days, 21%.
I bought a little more Lucid, AMD, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. Yeah. Anytime any of my tech stocks are down, I always just buy a little bit of them.
Right.
Salesforce. Anybody in Salesforce here? That thing's just
CRM's taking off.
Blasting off, Bob. Blasting off.
Up freaking 2.3%. Wow.
And go back like 5 days. Well, that sucker.
Why is it jumping?
They upped their like sales guidance or something. I forget the terminology they use, but pretty much they're gonna be selling some more stuff, they think.
Smile Direct Club. I've heard a lot about Smile Direct Club.
Yeah. I actually did a video on them like 3 days ago or something. Just one random video.
Yeah, so I watched a little bit on Meet Kevin about it, on whether or not you should buy it. I didn't watch enough to see what he said about it. I just wanted to know about it, but yeah,
it seems. Well, go ahead.
I don't know enough about them. Like, I would obviously have to do my DD on them, but like,
it seems like a good company, but it seems like it's just being hyped right now.
Right.
So,
I mean,
like they're expanding and doing good things. They have a good product. It's just like Reddit's got a hold of it, so it's not a long-term hold right now.
It seems like how does a company like this continue to expand? Like,
yeah, they're just expanding into new markets right now, but they're gonna have to get into other things.
Yeah,
like they expanded into France. That's why they were going up. But
now again, with it running up and down 18% in the last 5 days, unfortunate. But yeah, like you said, I think Reddit and Wall Street Bets getting a hold of it is probably a lot of the reason it was hyped up.
Oh, 100%. That is the reason. Yeah, 100%.
Bought Seva, Palantir. I'm not sure what CRBU is. CRBU and Arbot.
At Danny, CRM been holding Salesforce for a year and a half, up like 76%. Yeah, that's one that I haven't really sold any. I'm just hanging on and just buying. Right. Every company, because I'm like in the tech field, every tech company that I've worked for has used Salesforce, so yeah, it's huge, and they're just buying up companies like crazy and just expanding into other things, which is what they need to do.
Right.
So,
Robbie, if I had to take money to Vegas to put it down on NIO deliveries, honestly, let me see here. Let me pull up my Excel sheet because I can't remember. I don't even think I saved it, and I think I'm upset about it.
You're about to be upset about it.
Q3. Okay, so their target goal, this is updated after they readjusted, is 23 to 25,000. My prediction is 24,300 to 24,600. So I need a calculator to divide. So what did they deliver for August?
Have a good one, Danny.
Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. So let's say
wasn't August like 50. I have it in 58.80.
79.31 and 58.80.
Yeah.
That is easy math. Let's do 24,000 minus 79.31, and then you said 80 or 58.80.
Yeah.
So in order for them to hit 24,000 deliveries, they have to deliver over 10,000 vehicles. That is not going to happen. They're not doing 10,000.
Right.
So even for them to hit the low end of the spectrum at 23,000, they have to deliver, what was it? 10,000, about 9,100 vehicles for them to hit 23,000.
And that's not going to happen either.
So
if I had to lay money on it.
If I had to put money on it, yeah. I'm not much of a
I think if you want an exact amount, what do you think delivery numbers will be next Friday? That's so hard to say for all the reasons I said before. It could be stupid low. It could be, a record month. It just depends on how much the chip stuff was affecting them. But I'll go with
me personally,
6,500.
I would say 8,200. 8,200
I'm going
is what
low.
I would put my money on.
I'm saying under 7,000.
Yeah.
Depends on how much the chip stuff is affecting them.
Right.
If it was mainly the other suppliers, then it could be 8,000.
Right. Me personally, I'm saying 8,200 just because of the cars they didn't get to deliver last year.
Last quarter.
Yeah, sorry. And then the chip shortage potentially could be a hinder on that. But their NIO is really good at delivering what they say they're going to deliver. So if you go back and look at the last, I'm not saying monthly, I'm saying quarterly. If you go back and look what NIO predicts every quarter, they're almost on every single time. I don't think that they're actually been off. They usually land in the range that they're predicting. So, I mean, maybe it could be 9,100 and they're going to hit that 23,000. So, 91 and 3 quarters. I love it.
Yeah, Richard, like you said, they stash the chips, and that's what I was talking about earlier. They could have a stash because they delivered so low amount last month. But I don't know. I'm keeping it safe.
Yeah, and speaking of,
they've been getting bit in the butt by other supply issues before that have caught us off guard. So,
and speaking of the NIO deliveries, we're actually going to be doing a live stream with Aaron from NIO Trending
Ron.
Next Friday
on the
1st. So we're going to do a live stream on the 1st at 12 o'clock Central or Eastern time. So 12 o'clock Eastern time, which is what time we normally go live. And we're going to do a live stream and talk about the numbers, see what they release. And fingers crossed, it's a positive, upbeat day for NIO, and they crush it. So,
yeah,
fingers crossed.
I mean, Richard, you could be right, but I don't think so because they said that the chip issue was affecting them last month. If they had a big old stash last month, then I wouldn't think they would say, "Hey, the chip issue is affecting us this month." But we'll have to wait and see. There's so many different ways this could go this month, just for all the things that I've already said. So it's really hard to say.
And also,
hopefully that's why we're doing a live. I don't know if you already said this, but that's why we're doing a live stream today. Or I mean, one of the reasons is we want to make sure that we don't have internet issues like we did last time. So
correct.
Yeah, because that sucks. But yeah, so far so good, I think.
Real quick, I'm going to drop the links too, just for those that are in here that don't know. That's Chad's link to Chad's channel. And then this is my link to Mike's channel. Again, we explained at the beginning of the stream. Some of you guys may not have been here, but during the days that I work, because my schedule's real weird, we won't be posting any content on Stock Dudes. It's going to be on our own channels because that allows us to put up the content on our own time. So that way we don't have to rush and stress about, us trying to find a certain time to make videos and contents for you guys. So if you guys are interested in, subbing to both of those channels, that's cool. If you want to sub to one, that's fine. If you prefer Chad over me or me over Chad, it doesn't matter. You guys do what you want, but that's where we drop our content daily and on our days off as well. So just kind of keep you guys up to date on that as well. So, but we're still doing everything on here on Stock Dudes. It just, on the days that I work, there won't be any content. So,
what's going on with crypto lately? I mean, it took off pretty good. But I think China, I saw something about Bitcoin in China this morning. So that's probably a reason why it's down today. Bitcoin plummets after China intensifies cryptocurrency crackdown. There's that. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP tumble on China crackdown. So yeah, that's what's going on.
Yeah,
today.
I knew there was.
But I mean, it's
China issues.
It did take off, so it's expected to have some kind of pullback. But then obviously China seems to be the root of all the problems lately.
Right. Dogecoin is obviously down to 20 cents. So there's that. I sold out of my Dogecoin a while back.
Yeah, I'm happy. I sold out. I think we both sold out into the 60s, mid to upper 60s.
So yeah, somewhere in there. I might have been just a hair lower. There's that. Then there's Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic pulled back. It was up here to about 50, 51, but I mean, a month ago, we were sitting up towards 70. So that was a nice little run up. I was hoping it was going to continue in that direction. But it clearly just pulled back. And I think, again, a lot of that, like you said, is coming from the China crackdown. So
yep.
Hopefully things continue in that direction of no, not down. They want to go up. They want to go up. So,
yeah. I think the China crackdown stuff's just going to continue to get worse until it's nothing.
I gave some traditional chips to NIO. Thanks, guys. Stay well. Hey, Rich, if you're heading out, we appreciate you being here. But yeah, so I'm kind of hoping things turn around, but it is Friday. I was kind of expecting a red day.
Good old Fridays.
Yeah.
Sofi is holding. It's just trading sideways now.
Yeah, I'm feeling real good about this. So yeah, hopefully it continues in that direction. Ford is doing a nice little play as well. So Ford spokesperson says a plant in Canada will be idled the week of September 27th due to semiconductor part shortage. Unfortunate.
Yeah. It's affecting everybody, unfortunately. My Chevy dealership was just getting trucks and some cars in, and like a month ago, now there's like 4 left, and the lot's empty again, pretty much.
Right.
So, sucks.
Yeah,
Good thing you bought when you did.
Sitting real nice too. Good. Nice day to buy NVIDIA. I did buy. So today I ended up buying some NVIDIA. I bought into DraftKings, and there was one more that I bought. No, I did not. I bought those 2. Yesterday, or the day before. Yeah, I bought some more NIO, and I thought there was one more. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let's see here. Yeah.
Yeah, the only things I've bought in the last 2 days are BYD, NVIDIA. Well, it's not showing everything.
I should have bought some more down there when it hit almost $35.
Apple, Microsoft. Yeah.
Why is your hat on, Stock Mike? Yeah. Dude, people are obsessing about the fact that I don't have a hat on in some of the videos I've been doing, and I was like, you guys are ridiculous.
Yeah.
You want me to take it off for you, Robbie? There you go. There you go, Daddy. There you go.
NVIDIA's starting to slowly come back, but
Yeah, Nvidia had a nice pullback to 218.
BYD slowly trending up, so that's all right. It's only down 0.4%.
What is the all-time high for Nvidia right now this month or this year? Oh, okay, so we're still pushing all-time highs. So it looks like 230. So I'll take that. I'll take that little pullback, get us back up to 230. Mike, put it back on. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can see if you look at the last 6 months, it seems like every time it hits an all-time high, there's a little bit of a pullback, and then it goes to a new all-time high, a little bit of a pullback, new all-time high. Yeah. So that was that pullback from the all-time high. Now we might start heading up and hitting all-time high again. That would be all right.
240, baby. Let's get it. Let's see what TipRanks has. I'm real excited about Nvidia. So
yeah, I mean, it's been just doing great for forever, for years now. I've accepted NIO is not going to do anything till next Friday. We'll see what happens on that Friday, though. Robbie.
I've accepted it. NIO's not going to do anything till next Friday. Oh, yeah, potentially. I was watching Stock Mo this morning, and he made some pretty good points about a lot of the bank situation. He said he's going to start putting a little bit of money into some of the banks, and he listed off like his top 5 favorite banks. And because of that,
if you look at the banks the last like 5 days,
they took off yesterday.
Ridiculous. Well, I mean, even before yesterday, they've been blasting off.
Citigroup, I think, was one that. Oh, okay. Citigroup had a really good run yesterday as well.
Yeah.
So over the last 5 days, Citigroup is up obviously 5.5%. So Bank of America, I think, is another one too.
Yep.
Oh, it's BAC. They had a pretty good run yesterday as well. They're up 7.7% in the 5 days. So
look at AXP.
American Express. Do I want to?
Yeah, last 5 days.
8%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a cause of concern. The PE
might want to wait for a
American
little pullback
Express
on that.
Is a little high though. I guess I'm kind of curious to see what's considered a high PE ratio. 14 on Bank of America, and then I believe Citigroup is even lower at 7. So yeah, so Citigroup seems like it's according to that PE ratio, that seems like a pretty good decent buy. I might look into that one. So
yeah, I mean, they're up a lot. It'd be nice if they pulled back a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, so it kind of makes me a little concerned that some of these banks could be taken off a little bit because, some people might be just, I guess maybe people are just being proactive and buying into them just in the event that we get another huge pullback like we had on Monday. Robbie, his name is green because he is a channel. What is that? A channel
membership? He's in the YouTube membership for us or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Stock Dudes membership. That's why he has little money bags next to him too. He's fancy.
Todd, Mike, you have that toupee under your hat? I sure it's still there.
There's so much in Texas.
Yeah, it's still there. Because
the wig's still there.
Texan. It is there. It is there.
Somebody else are saying the chip shortage will impact TVs until third quarter 2020 or 2022. What do the dudes think? I think maybe through the end of this year. We'll see how the Malaysia stuff goes. My concern is when they open back up, they're limiting the number of staff in there, so they're not opening up to full potential. But obviously, chips come from other places. Also, they're letting, China, I don't know, a week or two ago said they kind of adjusted things and are letting EV makers, or I mean, not even just EV makers, but automakers switch things up kind of on the fly without going through all the typical bureaucracy to make things faster. What are you looking at?
This is NIO. Did they update this?
What's the high? I can't see.
72.
Yeah, I think they updated. The low is a lot higher.
The low is 62, and the medium has a 90% upside at $67.52. This is for NIO.
Bob, yeah, the low. I don't remember what the high was. I mean, I remember at one point the high was at like 81 or something, but the low is definitely a lot higher. But Bob, shout out to Bob if he's still in here. He sent in our Discord an article about, let me see here. Hedge funds are selling Tesla and buying these 5 stocks. And one of the stocks that was in there was NIO.
I'm telling you, man, and this is what people don't understand is that you have these big hedge funds, these big institutional companies buying up NIO. Do you think that these people are in this company to lose money? Yeah, right. Obviously they're buying a lot more than we could ever dream about buying, but do you think they're in here to lose? No, they're not in here to lose money. NIO is a long-term hold, and they clearly see NIO, and they know more than we do.
They beat it down enough. Now they want to buy it.
Exactly.
I saw some articles. I'd have to look back at what it was. I think I forget the name, so I'm not even going to try. And they in like 2 days they put out 3 good articles about NIO, and they're one of the people that usually kind of weren't very nice to NIO. So it's like, are things kind of starting to turn around? Did all the big guys get in, and now they're going to start trying to pump it up so we'll see what happens. But I mean, more and more places start writing good things about NIO, and more people are going to be jumping in, obviously.
Exactly.
I mean, look what happened with Lucid.
Right. It's just a matter of time, honestly. And that's the thing. Yep. I think if NIO could take off later this year, it's going to be great for everybody. It's going to be fantastic for everybody. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you never know. I think we're going to really get an understanding of what's going to happen with NIO when we get to their delivery numbers next Friday. Or on the 1st, or whatever day that is. Is it next Friday?
It's Friday.
Oh, okay. ABCDE, cover Doge too. Yeah, so we did Doge for a while there, back during the SNL thing, but crypto has pretty much died since then.
Days.
I think with crypto, I think what's going on here is we have these run-ups. Like you run up, pull back and then it pulls back for months.
A while.
And then it runs up, and then it pulls back, and then you're here for months, if not years. And then it runs up, and then it pulls back. So I think we're into that pullback right now, where we're just gonna be waiting months until it decides.
Until Elon starts, or Elon starts talking about it, or like the Doge one, to the moon.
Exactly.
That could be when we start heading back up again.
I think when that mission happens, that's when we're going to see Doge run again. Is back when Elon decides to send Doge to the moon. That's when you're going to see it run.
It would make sense.
What's your best guesses on NIO's deliveries for September? My guess is 7,200. Spider-Man. My guess is, I think I said 8,100. I think that's what
I said like 65. I think lower than 7.
And so we did the math earlier, and they have to have 9,100 vehicles just to get the minimum that they're predicting. So with the cars that they didn't deliver in August, maybe some of that spilled over into September. The deliveries into Norway, whether or not they took any of those into consideration. And then also the chip shortage, whether or not that's going to play a factor there as well. So there's so many different things going into play here. It's hard telling.
Could be a record month. Yeah, it could be a record month. It could be another 5,800 or 5,800 delivery months.
But
if they deliver 10,000 cars, Robbie, then blast off happens.
100%. If they do that, that means it's going to be a record month, and it's going to be a record quarter for deliveries. So, yeah, it'll be exciting to see what happens. What about Baba? I'm literally on margin call for 141, losing over 30K. Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just getting beat down by the China stuff. It sucks because all these companies are great companies. It's just you don't know what China news is going to come out tomorrow that's going to make everything go down 6%.
Right. So. The thing, though, is I'm in love with this right here. I did not realize that was... I mean, it's just blast off.
What?
NIO on tip ranks.
So the low was like super low before. Right. Now it's way up there.
So with Baba, this is what gets me excited about Baba. It is beat down, but they still have 25 analysts on here, and only one is saying sell.
Yeah.
And there's 23 that are saying buy. So right now, this is clearly, even Tom Nash did a video on this. This is at an absolute discount right now, but the risk is putting it into Chinese stocks.
Yep.
So, but look at the upside. 81% if it can get to 265, which is the average and a high of 336. This thing was sitting all the way up here at what? Just under $300.
Yeah,
Back.
later last year it was over 300 at its peak.
So yeah, I mean 317 looks like a peak last year.
Yeah, but I mean it's pulled all the way back to like 2017 numbers. Like,
right.
Yeah.
So I do think Baba's at an absolute discounted price right now, but it's the risk of, hey, it's Chinese stocks. You're just going to have to deal with the FUD that's going along with it. So that's something for you to decide whether or not you can handle that, because in our comment section, it seems like a lot of people can't even handle the FUD of NIO. So it's just because, and that's because people look at it every day. You look at it every day, you're going to drive yourself crazy. But if you're a day trader, that's what you're going to do. You're going to look at it every day. Which American, Canadian, or European companies do you swing trade? Me personally, I try to avoid swing trading. But the ones that I've been watching, the one I guess I'm going to consider swing trading is Sofi. I got into Sofi at like $14 somewhere in here. So that's the one I'm waiting for a decent pullback day, but it's been running since. So
yeah,
we'll wait and see on this one. I may end up just holding it because they got the bank charter that they're supposedly, potentially could announce, which will send this thing high. And then Q3 numbers, I guess they're expecting, analysts are expecting them to have great Q3 numbers. So that'll send this thing even higher. So,
right.
But other companies, I don't really swing trade. So,
yeah, the only companies that I've been doing it with was a few weeks ago. I was doing it with Xpeng. Just because it was easy. It would go down 6% the next day. It just bounced back up.
right.
And then just Lucid. Been swing trading Lucid. AMD, I did a couple times. But I'm really holding them just long. But a lot of times, I said this a bunch of times before, anytime I usually buy, I try to buy for long term because that's mainly what I do. But if it goes up crazy in no time, then I'm probably going to sell. So that's why I did the swing trade in there with AMDs, because it went up like crazy. I was just going to say another one and I lost it, but yeah, Sofi as well. Pretty much it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still missing one, but I can't remember.
Did you say BYD?
No. I've been just holding on BYD. I think they're going to be good.
Right.
Unless it blasts off.
More NIO too. Yeah. I was going to buy some more NIO this morning, but I did not pull the trigger. I'm probably just going to hold off on buying more.
I bought more a few days ago, so I think I got to.
We'll see.
We're good.
Hey,
there.
David, have a good weekend. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the support like always.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to actually wrap it up for us as well. We've been going live for almost an hour now. I know we got videos to make, not only for Stock Dudes, but our other channels as well. And again, if you guys are not subbed to our other channels, go check those out. Chad's got his own channel.
Make sure you're subbed to this channel. If you're not.
Obviously, make sure you're subbed to this channel. But Chad has his own channel, which is just his name, and that's Chad Sheridan. I'll drop the link right now. And then, so that's Chad's channel. And then I also have my own channel as well, which is just Stock Mike. And I'll drop the link for that one as well. So you can go check those out. Again, we post on those the days that I work, because it's just impossible for us to actually make videos on this channel when I have to work, because it's a lot. It really is a lot. I don't know how we were doing it in the past, honestly. But on our days off, And when I work, we're going to be posting videos on our own channels, and then we'll obviously keep doing them here on Stock Dudes because we know you guys love it, and we're not going to leave you guys hung and dry. So, but yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this live stream. We really do appreciate you guys being here. Feels good to be back. Let's keep this thing going, man. So, again, if you're not subbed to this channel yet, hit the sub button. It's the best way to support channel. Keeps you guys updated on everything that's going on in the stock market and with NIO. We appreciate everybody being here. Literally everybody. We can't thank you guys enough for the support. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up. We'll see you guys in the next video.